It's the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast, so just grab a glass, finger licking entertainment you don't wanna pass. Hosted by Rob Hollywood and Jay, do the groove, the dynamic too. It's barbershop talk, you know it's chopped and screwed. Eating chicken, sipping whiskey, conversing like a frisbee. Back and forth, I want two pieces, make sure it's crisp. That dark liquor gon' leave you tipsy. We just talking like we hanging out. Now crew, is you with me? Tune in, find out what we talking about. Uploading all of the info, you get in the lowdown like kinfolk. It's like a backyard barbecue, no hose board like we playing cards. Sports, entertainment, everyday news, you know what I'm saying? It's the hottest show on earth, you know I ain't even playing, nah. Yeah, it's the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast show. Let's roll.
What up, world? What up, world? What up, world? What up, world? This your man, Rob Hollywood.
And your boy, Jay Do The Groove.
And this is the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast. Episode number 46.
Chicken and Whiskey.
Chicken and Whiskey
You on
Podcast.
46?
46.
Hey,
46, like the next president.
That's a great number.
It is a great number.
46.
It is a great number, man. We finally, let's just get into it.
46.
40 motherfucking 6. We can finally move on to 46.
You know what I'm going to do?
What you want to do, man? What you going to do?
You know what I'm about to do, dog?
What you about to do?
I'm about to pull up a shot.
Yep. 46. I'm actually on Makers myself tonight, man. I'm not on 46, but I'm on the original bottle of the good old Makers Mark. Good old Makers.
Yeah, now I had to go ahead. I had to pull out the 46 for the 46.
Hey man. It was long road, man. Long road to get to number 46.
Yeah, now we had to work hard for this.
What? Very hard. But let's go ahead and take our opening shots and do what we do. Choose the sponsor, take this shot, and then we're going to come back and get into the shits about number 46. What we do, dog? What we do, dog?
Like we always do. It goes up to it.
Down to it.
We do it.
Cause we used to it.
Fuck those
who don't do it. Let's get fucked up.
Have you heard of the Quap Cares? Let me tell you about them. It started with the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast, and they wanted to give back to our community by any means necessary, so they created Quap Cares. They have 3 initiatives: caring for our kids, caring for our community, and caring for our homeless. Check them out right now at www.cawpcares.com. Brought to you by the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you tuning in, however you may be tuning in, however you may be listening, however you may be watching. But this is the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast, coming back at your funky ass like we always do about this time. This is episode number 46, and we are in a celebratory mood tonight because we can finally say
it's a celebration, bitches.
More than us just making it to number 46, the country has finally made it to the number 46, the 46th president of the United States of America.
Man, we popping collars over here.
Man, it's about that damn time. I'm so glad that shit is motherfucking over with, man. I'm just glad that motherfucker
over with, though.
Now this is where it gets interesting here. Is that from what I can tell, this motherfucker does not want to leave the White House. And I knew he was gonna do this shit, dog, but I ain't know it was just gonna really happen this way. But I kinda knew he was gonna do this shit. It wasn't gonna be easy to get his ass about that motherfucker.
No, that boy there is trying to stay.
Like, this man.
Hey, did you see that he fired his Secretary of Defense?
Yes, like, what are you doing? And he's like firing everybody. I think he fired like 4 people in the last couple of days. Like this.
Yeah, that boy say he getting rid of anybody he think not loyal
is out of there. Like, dog, it was so crazy to see, you know what I'm saying, CNN, even Fox News even announced the shit eventually. And then for him to come on there when it was finally his time to speak and to say, I won? Like, wait a minute, what? This dude is crazy, man.
Like, that boy said, now wait a minute.
Like, wait, are you not watching what we watching? Like, dude.
No. Hey, boys was like, man, am I taking crazy pills?
Right.
Like, no, the whole world see that Biden won.
Everybody except for him.
This boy was on there like, stop the count. Wait. Count them all. Wait.
Keep them on.
Wait.
Don't count them all.
Stop the count.
They cheating.
No, keep counting.
They're cheating. Dog. This dude has lost his fucking mind, dog.
Dog, that boy tripping.
And now it's like,
hey, there is actually a term. There is actually a term for what he's doing right now. It's in psych. In psych, it's called flailing.
It's called
like, you
flailing.
know, when a 2-year-old just fall out on the floor
and they have a temper tantrum, nigga.
Yeah, that's what the fuck he doing right now.
This
He's
dude
losing his mind.
He really is. He's literally acting like a little kid right now. He did mad. He the type of kid that's gonna leave the basketball court and take his ball. Like
he's the type of kid. He's the type of kid where you tell him it's bedtime. I don't want to go to sleep.
I don't want to go to sleep. Little crybaby ass man. This dude is. Go ahead, what you say?
He the type of kid that when it's time to go eat, he like, I ain't hungry. Want to go eat.
Man, this motherfucker is so trash, man. I don't know what it's gonna take to get his ass up out that motherfucker. Eventually, he just gonna have to accept the fact that you lost and move the fuck along. And really, low key, man, I wish this shit was effective immediately. I wish we didn't have to wait till, what is it?
Be like, let's not wait.
January 20th.
January.
Dog, that's too goddamn long.
Yeah.
What they call this? The lame duck session. This shit is too motherfucking long. He needs to get out of there. He about to put us all at risk around this motherfucker. But
right,
this dude really thinks he won.
He ain't turning. like dog, get off the ride, dog.
Right.
Like dog, nigga, you done swung enough, man. Get off the swing.
Come on, man. You've been in the ring too long, man. You making yourself look really fucking bad. I really thought. For a while, I really thought that he would, just take his loss, because I didn't think he wanted to win in the first place. The first time, I think he was just running just on some bullshit, but he fucked around and beat Hillary ass.
Right.
But this time, I really think he wanted to win.
Kanye.
Yeah, same shit. Ain't nobody heard from Kanye since he was running.
At all.
But
at all.
I think Trump really wanted to win this one, but he didn't win it. And for some reason, this motherfucker just hates to admit and doesn't seem to want to admit that you fucking lost. Like, what are y'all doing over there? How you just go ignore the fact that we just fucking voted? It's time for you to go.
Right.
Get your boy and tell this motherfucker, dog, you lost. And then they saying that they've sent out memos that said you will be fired if you're found to be looking for another job. Nigga, my job is up in January. Why the fuck can't I look for another job? And it seems that if you admit, it seems like that even if you admit that Trump lost and you're on his team, he gonna fire your ass. That motherfucker's about to go out firing everybody. He gonna start a news channel or some bullshit. I just wish he would just go away, man.
Like my whole thing is like this shit, like a motherfucker hear about the Titanic sinking and being like, hey dog, let me get a ticket for that boy. Let me get on board.
Right.
Like dog, this shit is going down.
That shit is headed down. It's over. Like the deadline is up. The deadline is up. What are you talking about, man? But this dude just swears he won. He swear all these folk voted for him. He swear he had all the black people vote for him. Like, what the fuck? Well, there was a surprising amount of black men that voted for Donald Trump. I should have it written down. No, I got it over there. What does it say here? 80% of black men voted for Joe Biden. So there was 18% of black men. 18% of black men voted for Donald Trump. So 2 out of every 10 niggas voted for Donald Trump. For you non-mathematical motherfuckers.
I don't believe none of that shit.
You just don't believe? Would you believe that 8% of black women voted for Donald Trump? 1 out of every 10. I could believe that.
That's a lot of people, dog.
Know what they say. Yeah, 1 out of every.
That's a lot of people.
1 out of every.
Like I don't know what's going on in your life to be like, you know what? This Donald guy.
I'm gonna roll with him again.
Trump train.
I'm gonna ride the Trump train.
I'm gonna try to get on board this shit.
That shit is like.
I'm trying to get on the Trump train.
That shit the Trump train just looks racist. Why the fuck would you want to be a part of that? That shit just look. The Trump flag just reminds me of the rebel flag. Just some shit I don't want to be associated with. No, for real, bro. That shit looks like a rebel flag to me. When I see the Trump flag, I automatically think you're racist. If you see somebody with a Trump sticker, or have you seen somebody with a Trump face mask, I assume they're racist. Cause he's racist. And
no, the thing that kills me about it is the fact that they still have people that's debating if he's a racist.
Is it not blatantly obvious?
Like what? I guess here's my question: what does he have to do to convince people that he's racist?
That the man is right. What else does he have to do? What more can he do?
That's what I'm saying.
Other than just call somebody a nigga. That's what he gonna have to do. And it's gonna be some motherfuckers that say, "Oh man, he just crazy. He was joking. he was being joking. Funny.
He was no. This is what it was just tongue in cheek.
It was tongue in cheek.
That's just Donald being Donald.
That's what motherfuckers say. Tongue in cheek.
Donald ass is racist.
You're a racist motherfucker. You can see the shit every time it's on TV. You can see, man, you are a racist son of a bitch. And I don't give a damn about your platinum deal or whatever the fuck, or you've done this and done that. You're fucking racist, man. You are a fucking racist.
Okay, so let me back up a little bit. All right. Do you think that he actually did something for the economy?
No. Like, what did he do?
I don't either.
No, definitely not.
But that's the argument that people make. Well, he was good for the economy.
That's his go-to. That's his go-to. That he was good for the economy. And when the economy crashed and shit, they blamed it on COVID.
That shit was going down anyway.
Right. And he will not. And let him tell that he's the greatest at everything that any other president has done. He's the best for the economy. I've had the highest economy than anyone else. Now he's saying he had the biggest voter turnout. Motherfucker, you had the biggest voter turnout because we're trying to get your ass up out that motherfucker. And it's a sad fucking day when that election really should have been a blowout, bruh.
It should have been.
Like that, number one, it should have been a fucking blowout. Man, what, 71 million for him, 76 million for Joe, and it should have been way. That says half of America is racist. Is what that tells me.
I say it like this. It definitely shows you
who America
where
is.
We really are as a country.
You fucking right. It's very fucking much of showing you that, because it showed you that damn near half the country wanted 4 more years of this motherfucker. And we're not even talking about programs and plans and shit that he's trying to work on and shit. You've been president 4 years. What are you talking about? We talking about half of America wanted this motherfucker to still continue to be the leader of the free world. That shows you what type of fucking country we live in. And if you're fucking surprised that America is racist, then you've been living under a rock. It been fucking racist. He just gave these motherfuckers the balls and the nerve to motherfucking wear they flag proud. Which is why I see his flag. I think that shit is fucking racist, man. Anybody with Trump yard sign that says Trump 2020?
Trump 2020.
Oh, I know. I'm pretty sure there's somebody white living that motherfucker. It might be old Uncle Tom motherfucker that stay up in that bitch. But, Uncle Ruck is staying up in that motherfucker. But I see that flag and I feel like, man, that's some racist shit, man.
Yeah, dog. I will say this, dog. Like, and the craziest part about it is being in Texas. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been around, you know, a lot of Republicans. Mm-hmm. You know, and people that I would consider not racist. I mean, seriously. Mm-hmm. But they're so conditioned to vote Republican.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that could go to the flip side too, because I think a lot of black people are conditioned to vote Democratic.
Yeah,
and I tell
it's like we're like we're taught that
we
way.
Talk about it because
it's like we're taught that way. Like you're a black, you're supposed to vote Democrat.
Right. And that's the thing. Like I tell people all the time, I'm proud to be an independent.
Yeah.
Like I don't really fuck with either party.
I don't have to classify myself. You know, like that. I shouldn't have to classify myself like that. That's a choice. Exactly. I choose not to classify as neither fucking one. Don't call me no Democrat. Don't call me no Republican. But I know right from wrong when I see it.
There you go.
So that's what I can vote for. I mean, if somebody, the right motherfucker come along in the Republican Party, I like that motherfucker more than this motherfucker, then I might vote for that motherfucker. But that wasn't happening with Trump. That wasn't happening with Trump. I saw a funny ass post on Instagram. It was somebody said if you voted for Biden, then don't expect to not get fucked. And then there was a reply that said, well, at least it's some new dick. Get it? Think about it. Gotta hit you for a second.
Right.
So, hey man, at least it's a different motherfucker trying. Biden don't do right, then at least it's not this motherfucker no more. You know what I'm saying? But it is crazy that this motherfucker even got the votes that he got. He still got probably the second most votes ever. Yeah, man. So I guess at this point it's like, yeah, America is what America is. But we tired of getting fucked over by this motherfucker. So we gonna see what the hell Biden gonna do. Cause there's no way in hell you could just let me roll through another 4 years of this sorry son of a bitch in the office.
I'm gonna tell you this. Biden can't be as bad as him.
Exactly. My point exactly. There's no way in hell he can be. He can't be this bad or worse. It's got to be better. And then even it's like, you know, some people say the president don't really do shit, or the vice president don't do shit. Right. I don't know why motherfuckers think that shit, but I think that the country in America, and we all just need some change, man. Like for real. Like we need a restart, motherfucker. We need a reset button. And this kind of gives us an opportunity to just wash this shit away because it ain't working. We need to rebuild. We need a rebuilding phase, motherfucker, because this shit ain't working.
Well, I'll tell you this. I like the idea. Number one, I like the idea that to the rest of the world, I feel like the rest of the world looking at us like, okay, they back. They done got their shit together. They went off for a little bit. They went left field for a little bit, but they back. And I feel like Biden is gonna be a good bridge. Like, Biden is gonna be the last of that generation. And now let's move into some new, younger, you know, more forward-thinking people. And I'm not talking about the radical left AOCs or anything like that. I'm just saying younger, forward-thinking people. Hell, I would actually prefer it to be more of a moderate, you know, group of politicians that come forward that want to be more in the center. Because to be quite honest, obviously I don't fuck with the radical right, but I don't fuck with the radical left.
Right. That's why I'm kind of curious of what it's gonna bring. What type of what do they call it? Is it his administration? His he get to hire all these motherfuckers. I want to know what type of administration he gonna bring. Is Andrew Yang gonna be thrown in that motherfucker somewhere? Is Bernie gonna be thrown in that motherfucker somewhere? You know what I'm saying? Like, he gets the opportunity to build out the perfect structure of where we need people at, and I hope he does that shit correctly. Because if he does it correctly, it could be some nice shit going on around this motherfucker if he does it correctly. But you have the opportunity to do that, man. But I just want him to keep some of them promises he made for black people and for some other folks that he said he was gonna do to get up in that motherfucker.
I mean, to be honest with you, bro, like, I would love to, and this might sound crazy to people, but I would love to see him build like a good conglomerate of people, be it like he said, man, have a couple
both sides
from the right,
both sides,
people from the left.
Yeah.
You know, like, actually build a coalition.
Yeah, like let's forget the red and the blue and the, you know, forget the Crips and the Bloods, and let's just build a strong ass model. I wouldn't mind him saying, you know what, this motherfucker does a good job at that role. I'll bring that I don't know, you know, you gotta be careful with some of Trump people, but keep that motherfucker over there where they at if they know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta come in and clean house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But these motherfuckers want to come in and put all they put some Republicans on there.
Do you think that these people are really Trump people?
The people he hired, some of them are. Some of them are like, nigga, Ben Carson was in charge of HUD. Like, no, you shouldn't. No, you can't. HUD. Yeah, you right. HUD. I said HUD.
I think it's H.
You did.
You did.
My bad.
Yeah,
He's in charge of HUD. He put a goddamn heart surgeon or some bullshit, whatever the fuck Ben Carson used to do, in charge of HUD. Like, nah, nigga, that ain't really you don't need to be in that position, Ben. Who, you know, he got COVID too. He got COVID the other day. Or today? Yesterday.
Ben Carson did?
Yep, sure did, buddy.
Boy, I didn't know that.
Yep. I think that actually was this morning, actually. Tuesday morning, if you're watching.
Dog, that COVID shit is real right now.
Like a motherfucker. And we might have a vaccine.
COVID came back with a vengeance.
Oh, didn't it? They about to shut this motherfucker right back down. Especially Biden officially getting there. He's going to shut this motherfucker down.
Should we shut down again?
Yep.
You think we should shut down again?
Mm-hmm. I think they could be strategic about it, though. Like, what if they, you know, in one of my moments of, you know, smoking some weed, which I'm about to fire one up in a minute, so, you know, whatever. I think maybe they should do it in a wave. What do you think about that? Like, you do it in a wave across the country. Aha.
I think.
Like you do it in a wave. So you, like, if you do 21 days.
I really think.
Or do you think it should shut the whole motherfucker? Or do you think they should just shut the whole motherfucker down? Because you wouldn't. Because of course it's gonna hurt the economy a little bit, but you wouldn't shut it all the way down. You would do it in sections, like a wave. 21 days, 21 days, 21 days, 21 days. But you couldn't travel between them two motherfuckers now. You better stay your ass where you at. So we gonna do 21 days over here. You know, I think that would just be an interesting way to do it. But I do agree and believe that he should shut this motherfucker down.
Yeah, no, like I'm kind of torn. Should it go back to where we were in like February and March, where we was at the house, or do you just go back to the restrictions? Hey, like, no, don't go to restaurants. I mean, you can only do takeout, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And like the big events, we shut the big events down. And like, I think I would rather, like, not necessarily in waves, but just the thing, like, no crowds.
Yeah, like,
you just don't have crowds.
I agree.
Order everything.
I absolutely agree. I think that it should be like, I don't think we need to shut it down where everything but essential businesses can be open. Like, if there's a reason for you to be there at work, fucking go to work. You know what I'm saying? Just put your fucking mask on. But as far as gathering, and people coming all in your job all goddamn day, you can't do that shit. You can't go to the
Right.
you can't go to the
so
bar.
I be thinking about bars and things like that, and I'm just like, let them stay open. But if you want to go sit at a bar, you gotta have an outside patio.
Or you can't go sit inside.
Like,
In the
you
discussion.
can't sit inside.
Like, you can still go to the grocery store. You can still go get your food from all your restaurants. Still gonna be open. But guess what? We're not sitting inside venues because you niggas take this shit too far. They goddamn say the club. All the clubs want to call themselves bars now. You got certain bars that say you gotta order food with your drinks. Niggas, shut that shit down.
Right.
Just shut it down. Niggas can wait to go out a couple of goddamn weeks, man. Goddamn. Like, the strip clubs should not be open. Like, that it's ridiculous. Like, why is that open?
If you a stripper, I know.
We got some stripper friends out there.
I know you gotta make a living. Then get on OnlyFans. Niggas still gon' boys are still tipping.
Right, they show the fuck it. They show the fuck it. But there's no reason at all that strip clubs should be open. Period. That's just one of the things. Like, you can go in your grocery stores, your Walmarts and stuff. Those you can still, they're essential in a way. You can be able to go there anyway. But there are just certain places that you should not be able to gather.
Even with the grocery stores,
you can get your shit brought outside.
Your groceries.
You sure can. There are restaurants. There are all the pretty much. I don't know how it is in Houston, dog, but in Dallas, a lot of the restaurants have discontinued menus. Why? Because they just have this fucking code. Just scan this, and the menu gonna pop up on your phone. Everybody has a phone with a camera now. If you ain't got one, you are behind. You are fucking living life wrong. So with that said, everybody can order their fucking groceries. I don't give a damn if you need to scan this barcode when you get here, and then you order your shit on the app, and it will bring it right out to you. It's shit like that. That's an option, dog. That's a good point, dog. Everything should be to go. You shouldn't be able to gather where the COVID shit can be spread, and we'll fucking get this shit behind us and move the fuck along. But we might get a vaccine that might end all that shit, dog.
Are you gonna take it though?
I don't know. I might take that motherfucker, man. They tell me I ain't gonna die of COVID, and I see it's working out okay because I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be one of the first motherfuckers in line, and I know I'm not gonna be one of the first motherfuckers to get it because I'm not old. I'm not all this other shit. However they gonna roll it out, I'm gonna be one of the late ones anyway. But I'm gonna go ahead and be a little more late and see how that shit goes. If it seems to be going okay,
no doubt,
I'm there. I'm going to get it. Give it to me, doc.
Right.
Give it to me.
Like, I don't believe in the flu shot, but I might get this COVID shot.
Right, I'll take the flu shot. They say that motherfucker get you sick, but I might take the COVID shot, bruh. Like, what if they start figuring out a way, because they're going to have to track the shit. What if they start figuring out ways to track it and be like, hey, you can't come to the fucking Super Bowl. Or you can't fly on a plane unless you got your vaccine. Same way they do your ass when you go to college. You gotta get your tetanus shots and shit.
Exactly. I was just about to say that ain't out the norm
at all.
You gotta get all your immunization shots when you go to school.
There it is. And they could be like, where your COVID shot at? Or you can't bring your ass on our campus like that. You can't be a student here on campus living in these dorms if you ain't got your tetanus shot. Then everybody getting that motherfucker. Whole yard got it. That mean the campus is clean, right? If they say that shit works like that and they start pressuring niggas to get that shit, then fuck it. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get that motherfucker. You ain't gonna have me sitting in the goddamn house because I can't go nowhere because I ain't got that shot. Nah, nigga, give it to me, doc.
Right.
Give me the shot.
Hey, let me get one of them right. And go ahead and give me a second. Let me get me a little bit. Like, I'm gonna start ordering that shit like I'm at the bar. Hey, let me get a little bit of that COVID. Let me get that COVID and then I'm gonna go ahead and get that HPV, and then I don't need no flu. I don't need no flu. But let me get that shit for the shingles.
Dog, what is shingles? Dog, what is shingles, dog? I'm sorry, y'all. I just always wanted to know what the fuck is shingles. I just know it's old people shit, right?
That's chicken pox.
That's the old people's skin dots. I did find that out. It's the dots on their skin and shit. It's chicken pox.
Chicken pox.
For old people though, right? Do kids still get chicken pox shots?
That's adult chicken pox.
No, I haven't seen a kid get a chicken pox in a long motherfucking time. Is it because of the vaccine
for that shit?
Yeah, I think we talked about that on the show before. Yeah, dog. I'm taking that motherfucker. If once everybody else done took that motherfucker, and I make sure everybody ain't dying from that motherfucker in a year. You know what I'm saying? Or if they tell me, I gotta take that motherfucker, then nigga, I'm probably gonna take that motherfucker. Like, if you tell me I got, however you gotta scan it, nigga, it's gonna be like that. You know that shit on the Texas driver's license, that star. Right. That's what that motherfucker gonna be. It's gonna be a star on your ID.
Hey, I got my star.
Right. It's gonna be a star on my ID.
But I'll tell you one good thing that came from all of this.
Yep.
One good thing that came from all of this. That goddamn Saturday Night Live.
Ooh, what nigga?
If you ain't been watching Saturday Night Live, you missing.
The Dave Chappelle episode.
You are missing.
The Dave Chappelle episode is so motherfucking hilarious, bro. That dude, number one.
I'm gonna go ahead and put it out like this.
What that?
Y'all heard it here first. Dave Chappelle the GOAT.
I'm gonna have to say that I agree, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is the GOAT. Cause he's shitting on all young comedians. They don't even belong in the same fucking category. You can think about like some great stand-ups. You know what I'm saying? Richard Pryor had a great one. Couple great ones. Eddie Murphy had some. Martin had some. But you remember those 1 and 2. Like you remember Eddie Murphy in the red suit on Raw. Wasn't that Raw when he had on the red suit?
Right.
Yeah. You remember?
That
was Raw.
Eddie was in. Eddie. Okay, so I'm gonna break it down.
In the red leather.
Richard Pryor had Live from Sunset.
Yep, classic.
Eddie Murphy had Delirious and Raw.
Okay.
Which I think he was in the red on Delirious.
Oh, so it was we talking about the red jumper, right? The red leather shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what else
Delirious.
You got? What else you got?
Martin had You So Crazy.
You So Crazy. That's what he had on the black leather.
Yeah.
Why would comedians used to wear the leather, nigga? Bring the leather back, nigga.
Nah, I'm telling you. Nah, so what? I mean, I can keep going. Now you got Eddie Griffin with Voodoo Child. Now you got who else? You got Chris Rock. Chris Rock had a couple good ones.
Even Chris Rock had a couple good ones. Even what's that little nigga? What's the little nigga name that was on Living Color? He had a good one, bruh. The little dude, the one that used to play Sammy Davis. Tommy Davidson had a good one. He had a good one too, bro. That was funny as fuck. I'm gonna watch some of these motherfuckers later on. I'm gonna YouTube these motherfuckers. But Dave Chappelle got about 10 of them motherfuckers. He got classics. He got a whole show of seasons of comedy. But and he appears on certain stuff like the fucking Saturday Night Live shit. Killed it. That stand up they did for that was actually
Saturday Night Live.
Oh, he killed Saturday Night Live, dog. Fucking the Dave Chappelle show is like one of the funniest fucking things you gonna see. Period. I will put it out there like this. Dave Chappelle show is the funniest sketch comedy show of all time. Of all fucking times, dog. If you had to give, and it ain't even close. This may be a hard question, but it also may be a not hard question. What's your favorite episode of the Dave Chappelle show, or favorite skit, or just what's one of the great ones? That ain't even hard. Rick James. That was a classic. That was probably one of the best. Yeah, I gotta say that. But Rick James. But I gotta. It's so many more. You cannot say that. You cannot leave out the crackhead because he was a reappearing motherfucker.
Nah, you got
can't
Rick
leave
James,
out. You can't leave out the Ku Klux Klan dude. Bigsby.
What? Fucking Bigsby.
Yeah.
Bigsby.
You can't leave out Bigsby, bro.
No, you got the race draft.
Yep, with Tiger Woods now.
we the black delegation.
The black delegation.
We draft Tiger Woods.
Remember the news anchor with the blonde hair?
Yes.
That motherfucker is funny.
Like, he has classics, dog.
Yeah, classic, dog. Even that fucking skit about the copy shop. Remember him and the white dude?
The what?
Remember the print store? The print store. Dave Chappelle is one of the. He probably the GOAT, dog. Chappelle's the GOAT.
No, I mean, but then so dog, he got stand-up specials. Mm-hmm. He has the series. Shit, don't forget the movies.
Oh, fucking right. We didn't even mention the movies. Half Baked is I know he's still getting paid off that shit. That shit is the dumbest, best movie ever. He has a lot of best evers in his catalog of shit.
That boy was in Half Baked. He was in Blue Street,
and he's still fucking funny. Oh, he was in Blue Street.
That boy was in Nutty Professor.
He was what was the name of Nutty Professor? Was it Ricky? No, it wasn't Ricky.
Reggie.
He was Reggie, dog. He was Reggie. He was Reggie, dog. Man, dude got some class. What else he was in? He was in another movie too. Something else funny. Nutty Professor. Anyway, that motherfucker's funny as fuck, dog. I agree. I'd have to say that Dave Chappelle is one of the funniest motherfuckers ever in the comedy game. He is the
he's a genius.
Oh yeah, he's very smart with his comedy.
The best part about what Chappelle doing now, though, dog, is he, to me, and think about it. Mm-hmm. He did what Chris Tucker tried to do. And what I mean by that
elaborate,
is,
my brother.
My brother. The whole reason why we couldn't get Fridays rolling out because Chris Tucker wanted to change his image. Mm-hmm. Well, Dave Chappelle came out half baked, as the smoker and the weed dude and all of that type of stuff.
And then
but
to this day,
he's changed his image into. Dog, he's doing full-on conscious comedy now.
Yeah, he's definitely a conscious.
He's grown
comedian.
up.
He definitely is a conscious comedian who has grown up and is still fucking hilarious. Because it's like he's smart with his comedy. It's something different about his comedy, bro.
Yes,
it's something definitely different about his comedy, bro. Like,
right.
He knows something. He knows something that other comedians don't know.
Say it again.
I said he knows something that other comedians don't know. Like the way he delivers his comedy. Like it be like dry as fuck, but it's funny as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it's true as fuck. And you can't say he's lying. And it is fucking. And I'm gonna say, he doesn't give a fuck. It's woke as fuck. And how we feel about the word woke, but it's woke as fuck. Like,
it's woke as fuck, dog.
Dude is a fucking genius. How he does it. I don't know how the fuck he does it, but I don't know how the fuck he does it and how to put a finger on what he does. But he does something that other comedians do not do. He does something other comedians do not do.
And the fact that he's been around, the fact that he's been doing it for as long as he's been doing it, when you really sit back and think about it, dog. Mm-hmm. Dog, Chappelle been around for a minute, dog.
You're fucking right, dog. You're fucking right, dog.
And I just like the fact that he's evolved. And the only person that I could think like Mooney, like Paul Mooney, Dick Gregory, he's in that world now.
Yeah.
Like he's making you laugh, but he's spitting some truth to you.
It's like when he does a stand-up, he does like it's not a sermon, but it's like a speech. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to hear what he has to say. Like you want to, like it's just different what he does that other comedians are not doing at the end of the day. This motherfucker's fucking hilarious.
Like it's like I'm gonna tell you what it's like. It's like you remember back in the Gap when we was talking about Wayne. Mm-hmm. We was talking about Wayne, and Wayne, we felt like Wayne is a top 5 artist, but we didn't get to the point that I don't want to hear nothing from Wayne no more.
Wayne did not evolve correctly, or he did not grow up.
Right.
I would compare Dave Chappelle to like a Jay-Z maybe. He grew up.
Jay-Z. We
watched him grow up. He's still one of the greatest. You still want to hear what he has to say. I started getting tired of some of the Kevin Hart antics in his comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like right. I got tired of seeing that shit. It
never evolved.
It didn't evolve. Like it's Kevin not fun. It's not funny anymore that you act like a little kid. Like we're growing up. Stop with the child voice shit. Your kids are teenagers now. I know you don't have any more kid stories to tell like that. You got to start telling them tell me some stories about you raising a teenager. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Like,
right.
He didn't evolve right. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Dave Chappelle is still fucking relevant, and when you hear that nigga got some shit on Netflix, nigga, you going to watch.
You going to watch.
You going to watch that shit?
Dude, I'm watching David Letterman because Dave
Chappelle on there. You going to find the David Letterman interviews. You're like, oh damn, what's her name's on there? What's the big girl name? Which her show was kind of boring. The singer girl.
Lizzo.
Lizzo was on there. I was like, oh, okay, Dave been interviewing some people. He interviewed Kim Kardashian too. But the only reason I found out because Dave
interviewed Barack.
Yeah, I saw that one. I saw the Barack one. I did see the Barack one. But I'm talking about like on his new season or whatever. I was like, I was going to get the Dave Chappelle episode because it's Dave Chappelle. Like Dave Chappelle is a comedian that I would pay that buck for to go see.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay that much of a high price. Like I'm not going. It's certain comedians I'm not going to pay to see that, man. I'm not going to pay to see you joan everybody in the crowd all night, nigga. Be funny on that stage, nigga. I don't want to sit here and hear you talk about everybody out here in the crowd. I want you to sit there and be funny and make me laugh about Donald Trump and all this bullshit we going through. It's like that nigga take you through a therapy session and have your ass woke because he giving you some woke shit on that stage. Dave Chappelle is the GOAT, dog. That's dog, very much agree.
At the end of the day, bruh, is because, and again, it's us, dog. We are growing. We in a different place in life, and we don't need the buffoon. We don't need the coonery. We don't need the buffoon, dog. Like, man, nah. Be smart about your shit. And listen. I don't need to be everybody's customer. I don't need to be everybody's audience. Maybe, Kevin Hart, you got a lane.
Yeah.
Rule. Do you. There's you know what? I was the little youngsters was telling me about the little Chicago rapper that got killed recently or whatever. One of these little Chicago rappers.
Young Von probably.
Yeah, King Von.
King Von. Yeah.
Yeah. King Von. I was like, I don't know who he is. Like, had no clue.
No, I literally, but I was on a group text and I had
them little youngsters.
I was just gonna say I was in a group text and I had no idea who the fuck that was.
None.
Nigga, I barely knew who the fuck Pop Smoke was. And what song he did.
Still don't know.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell if you heard. It's one of the things like if you heard the song, you would know it and you'd be like, oh, that's Pop Smoke. Nigga, I ain't know who the fuck that was.
Oh, that's Pop Smoke. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I couldn't even tell you what the song is. I can't tell you the hook. I can't tell you how the song goes because I don't fucking know. Like you said, as you were about to say, which go ahead and continue. These motherfuckers, I don't want to hear that bullshit. And we grow up.
Nope. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be out there doing their thing. I mean, do your thing, dog. I'm just in a different place.
Exactly.
You know, I ain't hating on you. Do you? There's an audience out there for you.
There is.
I'm just in a different place.
There's an audience for all that shit, and they're just not what I'm into. It's not the shit I'm into. Now, every now and then I want to watch some bullshit.
Hey, what's so funny about that though? I felt the same way even with the with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion when they came out with the WAP shit, the WAP whatever,
the WAP shit.
Like,
were you just not entertained by it?
You know that shit got hot.
Mm-hmm. Huh? Were you just not entertained by it or what?
I was like, you know, I get it. I get where everybody is kind of going crazy about it, but it ain't for me.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm over it. Like,
I'm not. Yeah, it's not one of those things I'm about to just sit around and listen to that shit all day. It's not. I'm right. Not. That shit just doesn't excite me. I don't want to hear that shit. I mean, it was cool video, cool for the moment, cool to jump in the group text and like, hey man, you seen the new Cardi B video? Who looked better in the video? Good little debate. You know what I'm saying? But you know, hey, you don't have to keep putting WAP on everything anymore. Kill the hashtag. It's okay.
It ain't. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what it is, though? Is I think we're getting to a point where if you don't have no real substance, if it ain't got no depth to it, if you just it's empty calories.
I feel you.
Like, there's a difference between you giving me a McDonald's hamburger and me going get a steak.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I can eat both of them, but nah, dog. I'm past Happy Meals, dog.
Yeah, like I just don't want a Happy Meal. I don't want the double cheese. What's the one at McDonald's? That when you get past the Happy Meal, when you get into your teenage years, you stop eating Happy Meals. You start getting that double cheeseburger, the 2 cheeseburgers meals, because you get 2 burgers. Like you grow up, like grow the fuck up. Now, there are times when I want to be on some bullshit, and I want to hear that bullshit. Every now and then, I want to hear some hood shit. Every now and then, I want to watch Netflix and watch some bullshit, which we could definitely talk about here. What's the shit? Every now and then, I want to watch Love Craft. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to waste my fucking time watching some bullshit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Stop it. Love Craft go hard.
Don't it though, dog? Don't it though?
Love Craft go hard.
No, so we not gonna spoil it because I know I can't spoil it because I ain't seen it all yet. But Love Craft go hard at a motherfucker, dog. I might watch an episode tonight.
You ain't on Love Craft. Hey, I'm telling you right now. We talking about Chappelle being the GOAT. Hey, Pell been coming with it.
Yeah, that nigga been coming with it on the movie. I watched Get Out again the other day.
Peel? Is it Pell or is it Peel?
What's the name of the show used to be? Key and Peele. I think it's Pell.
Yeah,
we be fucking people name up like Kamala.
I
got it right the first time.
About Love Craft go hard.
Love Craft go hard as a motherfucker, dog. We're not gonna spoil it, but I want to tell you why it go fucking hard. Cause this shit is weird, man. Like, I was trying to convince somebody.
It's just the right amount of crazy.
It's just the right pinch of crazy. You know how a girl is attractive when she just a pinch of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
it got look. It got the Rihanna factor.
Yeah, exactly. It has the Rihanna factor. It's good. Looks good, a good watch, but that motherfucker is crazy. And I tried
a little bit of crazy.
No, I tried to tell somebody to watch it recently, and I couldn't even explain what the shit is about. Like, because it's like sci-fi, but it's a love story, kind of, in between there, I guess, kind of, sort of. And then it's like
it got a little sci-fi, it got a little romance, got a little horror, it got a little bit of
weird horror too. Some weird horror.
it got a little bit of history.
Yeah, it has some history in it.
It gives you everything you're looking for.
But I can't tell you what it's about. about this dude traveling to find his dad, and it's some weird shit. Because it what's so good about it, dog, is the shit that's good about it comes out of left field on your ass. And then you end up sitting here like, what the fuck am I watching? But the shit is good. Right. Because you get caught up in this shit.
But the thing is, here's the thing about it though. Like, it gives you it's a history show.
Yes.
But the way it gives you the history, it gives you a little bit of that Twilight Zone feel.
That Twilight Zone is a great reference though, because it gives you some.
Yeah.
It gives you this weird stuff they kind of throw in there at you when you okay, I thought we were just about to get into how racist this town is, and then you got these werewolf dogs coming to get you. They're scared of the light. That shit is weird.
Look, spoiler alert.
That was a spoiler alert. But now that shit is weird as fuck, man.
but it gives you kind of that Tales from the Dark Side, Twilight Zone. Mm-hmm. That shit.
I'm probably gonna smoke me one and watch that shit tonight. Watch me another episode. Because I've only watched 3 episodes.
Oh, no. It's well worth it.
Now, I would tell you this. If you're gonna watch it, listeners out there, if you haven't watched it or you are watching, maybe you disagree or you just haven't seen it yet. But if you're gonna watch it, you have to be paying attention. You cannot be on your computer. You cannot be with all your kids around. You can't be cooking while you're doing it because you're gonna be lost as fuck.
There's a lot of Easter eggs.
Because you're gonna be like, how the fuck did we even get here? You're gonna be like, what is this shit about? And I'm gonna turn it off. That's why I haven't watched any more episodes, because I haven't been able to sit down and just really only watch it. Because you miss something, you're gonna have to watch that whole motherfucking episode over to figure out how the fuck did they get here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that shit is good as fuck. No, that is a great Netflix watch. I think this shit on Netflix, ain't it?
Hey man, Chicken and Whiskey Podcast endorses Love Craft.
And endorses.
What is it called?
Love Craft. Yes, Love Craft, ain't it? Yeah, Love Craft, dog. That shit is good, dog. Yeah, it's Love Craft. Yeah, what else? No, you watched Borat?
I still ain't watched Borat, dog.
Yeah, no, you gotta watch Borat too.
I gotta watch Borat.
I know it's hard to turn the channel off CNN right now, ladies and gentlemen, but every now and then we just gave you 2 things you need to motherfucking watch. It's motherfucking Love Craft. You need to watch Borat. You need to watch Borat.
Have you watched The Social Dilemma?
Is that the one about the phones and shit? Or what we going? Or what are we?
Yeah.
How the phones track you and all this shit, and they playing with your algorithms and things.
Yeah.
That's a great fucking watch.
Social media.
Yeah, social media shit.
Now the Social Dilemma.
That's
gotta watch it.
Yeah, that's a good one to give you a lot of insight on how companies are probably thinking about your ass, because if they put that shit in a movie, that means it's probably true. I will always say that. Anything they put in a movie is either true or it's on the way. We didn't get our flying cars in 2020 like they said, but we got electric cars, a few of them. Cars that'll park theyself, drive theyself, and all that other shit. But I think that if you put it in a movie, then that shit is coming. Because obviously it's in somebody's head and some idea out there that this is how the shit's gonna be. Even with us moving 6 feet apart, we are the fucking Jetsons. We're the Jetsons, dog. I was thinking about that shit. We're the fucking Jetsons, dog. I was at the grocery store, and I was noticing just how we were waiting to get in line and shit. That shit reminded me of the Jetsons. I used to move, at a certain distance apart from each other and things like that. And they used to be on that little not treadmill, with the little thing to be in the airport.
Little conveyor, the people.
A fucking conveyor belt.
Go to the airport.
Yeah, they had you on that shit. Like, dog, we are the fucking Jetsons. And soon we're gonna have a bubble on our head, like some of the motherfuckers and shit. So
look, we gonna have a bubble on our head just because of COVID.
Because of COVID, nigga. Especially if Biden don't do shit about it, and especially if Trump was to win, but he didn't. So fuck it. Other than that, man, what's going on, man? I'm ready to get about this motherfucker, honestly, bro.
Yeah, dog, man. Hey, Hey, we can pour up final shots.
Yeah, final
And
shots.
keep it
Final
short and
shot.
sweet.
Short and sweet. Well, we still almost at an hour. We just be rambling so much. It feels like it don't be that long.
And man, Rob Hollywood and Jay Do the Groove had to come to you with episode 46. This is how we do. We about to get into final shots.
We had to
man,
get
do our thing, dog. Man, we do it for the people. Man, we gonna get back to normal, man. That's what it is, man.
Is this your final shot? Okay.
Let me go ahead and pour it up.
I'm pouring my shot over here. I done made a drink too, but fuck it. Yeah, here we go. So what you got? So what you got for your final shot, my brother?
For the 46.
What you doing for your final shot, my brother? Talk to
my final shot, dog.
Talk to the people.
Shot is,
Talk to the people.
Man, let's get back to normal, man. Like whatever normal is going to be, I want to get back to normal. And it's like everything been so heavy lately, man. We got people passing away from COVID, and we got Trump being Trump. And we got, people worried about the economy shutting down again. But I'm gonna tell you like this, man. There's a whole lot of things that we gotta be mindful of and thankful of, man. Like just the fact that we sitting here, we laughing about Dave Chappelle and Saturday Night Live, man. Find something to laugh about each and every day, man. Cause man, life too short not to. Man, we getting older. We understanding more of how the world work and what we need in this world to get along in this world out. And like people say all the time, man, we have way more in common than we have that separates us. So, man, find some way to find your joy, laugh a little bit every single day, man, and let the people that you love know you love them. That's my final shot. Jay Do the Groove. Who that? Let's go.
Rule. So for my final shot, I have poured up me a shot of Maker's Mark as well. I'm not on the 46, but we are on the Maker's Mark. I want to talk about in today's final shot, taking losses. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna take losses in life. There's no way you can go through life without taking a loss here and there. You need to use your losses that you'll take, whether it be financial, just relationships, life, whatever it may be. Use them as lessons. You know what I'm saying? Learn from your mistakes. Correct your errors. Correct the things about yourself that put you in this position. I don't really have to go into too much detail about it, but I just want you to just kind of think about that when you're going through times, because it's not always easy to take a loss and to lose things that you care about so much. And I want you to understand that your mental is very important during those times. So just dig deep and dig within yourself when you're going through those losses and figure out the why and the reason that you're even in that place to take that loss. And take your loss as a lesson. Donald Trump, take your loss and get the fuck out of office, you orange son of a bitch. And that is my final shot. Now, dog, let's get ready to do what we do.
Man, like we always do around this time, God is love.
And love is God. Now, what?
DJ,
hit my motherfucking theme music, bitch.
It's the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast, so just grab a glass, finger licking entertainment you don't wanna pass. Hosted by Rob Hollywood and Jay Do the Groove.